Welcome to the West Best Media. Today, we bring you a powerful story from Gaddafi to Traore. We begin with part one of a three-part journey, tracing the torch of a Pan-Africanism, how one man's dream was nearly burned by bomb, but has now been reignited in the Sahel. This episode is from Gaddafi to Traore. Before we get started, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to help build this channel. Here, we bring you facts about Black history, where we have been and where we're going. All right, let's get started. The vision of a leader. Muammar Gaddafi wasn't just a leader of Libya. He was one of the most ambitious, visionary African leader that Africa had ever seen. He dreamed of a united Africa, one continent, one currency, one army, one passport. He pushed the African Union towards real independence, and while others bowed to West, Gaddafi used oil money to fund liberation movement and challenge the IMF debt. Gaddafi's most feared idea was his gold dinar. That's the money he wanted all African countries to use. The money backed by gold, which was called the gold dinar. A Pan-African currency backed by gold, not dollars. It threatened the petro dollar system, the financial chain the West used to control the global South. He wanted Africa nation to stop trading in dollars and euros and start trading with their own wealth, backed by their own resource. That terrified the West. And I mean really terrified the West, especially France. The NATO plot in 2011, under false pretext of protecting civilians, NATO unleashed a bombing campaign on Libya. Gaddafi was hunted down and assassinated. Hillary Clinton famously said, "We came, we saw, we killed." Let that sink in for a while. Hillary Clinton, who was the Secretary of State of the United States, uttered these words: "We came, we saw, he died." But the result, Libya descended into chaos. Slave market, warlords, and foreign troops. The dream was crushed, and Africa was warned, don't dare challenge the system again. Now, we're going to move into the seed in the soil. But here's what they didn't count on. Talk about here's what the West, mainly France and the United States, didn't count on. The idea didn't die with the man Gaddafi visions. of Africa unity, economic sovereignty, and resistance to the imperialism. It didn't vanish, it planted a seed. Seeds that are now sprouting in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, in leaders like Ibrahim Traore. And I dare to say, this is only the beginning. The playbook of the West is still alive and well. But one thing these new African leaders have, they understood the playbook. They know the moves, and they have built ways to counter those moves. So it's not as easy anymore to eliminate these leaders as they did in the past. This is only the start of a new revolution. We'll talk and we'll get deeper into what Ibrahim Traore is doing, Assimi Gota, and Triani of the alliance state of the alliance states. That's what these three leaders are doing. We'll talk who and which country is backing them, which countries are backing them. This time, they have backing. Gaddafi didn't have anyone standing with him. Now, these new leaders have other countries backing them. Again, my people and my friends and family, if you like what I'm saying and you want to know the truth about how the West is trying to dominate Africa and African countries, which include the Caribbean, the entire diaspora. But now we know their playbook. We have read their playbook. We have seen their play. So we know how to counteract. So, my friend, please like, share, and subscribe so you can receive and be alerted when each episode is dropped. And help me to build this channel of new resistance. Africa and African must be free. Until then, my friend, peace and love. And again, this is brought to you by the West Best Media, which is a media I'm trying to build in truth and justice. Thank you. We'll talk later.